Hey everyone, welcome to Q&Andy here on Served. We have someone who I think is like the funniest person ever, not a tennis player. He's a pickler. He's a pickler. He's one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. Jake Johnson on the show.
Welcome.
Andy, don't call me a pickler, man.
You're a fucking... So obviously he just popped up. You recognize him from New Girl. I actually just watched him in The Minx. I didn't realize how hard you rolled in that one. That was a fucking great show. My favorite podcast. We're here to help. Just got something approved. Sunset PI, NBC, and obviously a pickleball movie, The Dink. Jake Johnson.
I'm talking to the star of the Dink, Mr. Andy Roddick, who steals the whole goddamn thing.
That is, you want to hear a truth?
Yes.
So I've had the finished version in my inbox for like 3 or 4 months, and I can't press play because I'm so mortified. Because I was, how uncomfortable I felt the entire time we were doing it? Like, not because of you or anyone else, just like, this is going to be stupid. Everyone's seen an athlete cameo in a movie, and they all look pretty stupid.
I promise you, and you know this because we've become buds, and I would love to roast you right now, especially on your show. You're really good in it, man. I have a bunch of people have talked about, because we were talking for a while of, do we go, it was written for Andy Roddick, and we go, do we go Andy Roddick? And then we're like, or do we cheat and go like a Will Arnett type and get like a comedian? And that was the big battle with Sean, Josh, and I forever. And then we did the meeting with you and Red, and we were like, I think Andy's going to bring it. But the big gamble for the movie is we're like, if Roddick's not funny, we're dead. Because you're the entire third act of the movie. The big moment with Ed Harris, I'm like, we're dead. And you brought the heat, man. I thought you were, not only that, but when you come on the podcast, you're a fan favorite. I never realized how funny you were, and I've become a huge fan, my man.
Dude, I appreciate you. One obvious question when talking about preparation for the Dink, I'm assuming you went full method actor like Daniel Day-Lewis, is did you lose all self-respect when you had to be a pickleballer?
Well, no. You know what? I was just hitting with the #1 female pickleball player in the world earlier today.
Annalie Waters?
Hell yeah.
She's legit.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
She's
very
legit.
cool.
She can play. Honestly, what I had for me is I was new to tennis and pickleball, so I got to learn a lot about both. The thing that I will say about the tennis community that you and I talked about that I find to be weirder than anything the picklers do is how much you men talk about other men's legs.
Yeah, so I have that as one of my questions, actually.
It's one of the weird, Andy, I have not gotten past it. The amount of times Brad Gilbert would not jokingly say to me, he'd go like, hey man, who's, by the way, Gilbert's the greatest guy on planet Earth, but would literally go like, hey man, and he'd go, look at his legs, man. Those are some stems. He can hit. And I thought, this is an obvious weirdness of Brad Gilbert. And then I brought it up to you, Roddick, and you were like, it's all about the legs, man.
I get it.
I was like, oh, you guys are all weird with legs. You're a bunch of perverts.
Basically, like, one of my favorite parts was just bullshitting with Jake the entire time. And I think we kind of found a nice little momentum 2-3 days in. We kind of found some of the same stuff funny. So I feel like the way I received it is that Jake came to me, he's like, fucking Gilbert keeps talking about legs. I'm like, yes, that's a sturdy set over there.
But and then what I hated is I would see a man in shorts, and I'm looking at those stems, and I'm going, he'll never have a powerful serve.
No, he can't get low enough. Like, you got to have a...
He doesn't have a chance.
The ultimate compliment, I mean, I've just gone through your laundry list of successes, or at least some of them. I mean, he did, like, 4 days into this thing, Gilbert kind of elbowed me, and it was after we had talked, and he elbowed me, and you were still going. You're playing 18,000 hours of pickleball a day, and he looks at me, he points down at those legs of yours, and he goes, sturdy. That one, sturdy. Can take it.
Is that what
sturdy.
he said?
Yeah, you entered the sturdy camp, so congratulations.
You know what my mother refers to my legs as, and she has my whole life, is Polish potato pickers. And I go, what does that mean? And she goes, Your body frame, you were meant to just be picking potatoes in the field with those little legs.
You could.
So it feels really nice to hear I have sturdy Brad Gilbert legs.
You want to hear one of my more embarrassing things? By the way, I say you, I'm looking around. I have producer Mike, Kentucky Sean, and our whole team. One of the more embarrassing things is like, so we get like 6 or 7 days into this thing, and we're playing pickleball, we're sitting down, we're playing pickleball, we're sitting down. I get hurt. I'm out. I am fucked. Right. So
in a real way. I
come in one morning and this guy's a mule. This guy's like Cal Ripken. He shows up for work. He doesn't take plays off. He, like basically Gilbert with his genius is like, that guy's sturdy and he's the last man standing. I literally, the most embarrassing moment of my life, definitely for my ego is I get rolled in. I can barely drive to the set because pickleball was apparently too much for me. Fuck me. It's like, how far the mighty have fallen. I'm in like a gym doing a foam roller just so I can do a scene where I have to walk 7 steps and say nothing. Am I exaggerating any part of that, Jake Johnson?
No, but I will tell you, man, what pickleball does to the lower back of somebody at a certain age is a whole nother animal. There were certain moments where they were like, it's great for all ages. And I'm like, yeah, except mine. This thing is starting to hurt in a way where I'm like, can I do anything besides do this weird little squat over and destroy my lower back? And they're like, that's the whole game. And I'm like, I don't understand how people can do this and not be in pain.
I'm showing myself as really good at my job. I probably should have asked you what the Dink is about at the beginning of this interview, but here we go.
So the Dink is about a guy who was a former tennis, not a pro because he was a kid, but he was coming up. My character's dad is played by Ed Harris. He was my coach. He runs a tennis club out in California and really wanted me to be the guy. And as a kid, I had a great serve, and it was a power serve, and I was the hammer. And I was a little shit, and it was all going in my head, but I could hit it hard. And then when I was around 16 or 17, my character played a young Andy Roddick. And it was, as they say, there's levels to this game. And, I got beat by Roddick, and it set me off to a path that was not as successful as other players. And I'm now my dad's assistant at his tennis club. And I've got Chen as my little sidekick who blows me up, and I'm just a rat, a little piece of crap. And there's a big tennis tournament at the club because pickleballers want to come and bring more pickleball courts. And I think I should represent the club, but my dad's embarrassed by my behavior. And so I get hurt, and the way to get back to playing tennis to win the tournament, Ben Stiller plays the doctor. He recommends I try pickleball, and that gets me into pickleball, and then the whole movie kind of takes off.
It's so funny. Like, you have to watch it. July 24th, exclusively on Apple TV Plus. Now, can I explain my first? Is Ed Harris one of the scarier people that you've come across ever?
Yeah, so there's 2 guys, Ed Harris and the great Dennis. Yeah, I mean, there's no joke about it. The guy smokes unfiltered hand-rolled cigarettes. If you're doing that in 2026, you're cooler than me. If I don't care your age, if I go, what are you up to? And you have a rolled, unfiltered cig, and you're just ripping through that heater, you got me.
Dude, so day one, so I'm walking into this thing, I'm shitting my pants because I just don't know what's going on. There's cameras flying everywhere. Everyone apparently knows where to stand. I don't. Like, all of this stuff, that's like a problem. I just fear being in the way. And so my first scene out of the gate is with, Jake and Ed Harris. I'm like, fucking Ed Harris. Like, this is...
He's the real deal, man. He's a cool guy.
So he's holding his notes. And he's like memorizing his lines, and like the intensity of Ed Harris. By the way, super nice. Like, Andy, how are you? Like, super engaging, super nice. But then when it becomes like work time, and this is like a legend, right? I gotta, no disrespect, Jake, I gotta think this is the most intimidating thing he's ever done.
I would agree. Yeah. I would agree.
Yeah. So anyway, so we do the first scene, and he has his notes. He gets rid of them. In the first take, he messes up a line. And like, I don't think anything of it. And he goes, fucking Ed, get your head out of your ass. What the hell? And I look over at Jake, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's no...
Well, I'll tell you another guy who gets heated at himself when he screws up? Mr. Andy Roddick.
Facts. I can actually support that.
Yeah.
We would be sitting there fucking doing pickleball volleys, right? And, it was all choreographed. So they would literally go like, so Andy, you hit it to Jake's left and Jake, and we're on the same team trying to do this little dance. I'm not kidding when I say 95% of the time, Roddick's hitting this little wiffle ball exactly where it needs to go. Every once in a while, they would be a miss. Now, when I would miss, I didn't feel bad for a second. I was like, we have another take. I'm going to do a really quick impression of Roddick. Fuck, God damn it. You're like, hey, my man, this is a rehearsal, brother. Then you go, sorry about that. That's on me.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry. Are you not an accountability guy? I don't know what we're talking about here. Like, I don't understand.
Just burning the film.
Yeah.
You and Ed Harris had the same trait on that one.
Dude, Ed Harris stuns me, and I realized that I better not miss a line. The cast is loaded. I mean, Ed Harris, Mary Steenburgen, Ben Stiller, Chloe Fineman. Aaron Chen is life. Can we talk about Aaron Chen for those who might not know Aaron Chen?
Aaron Chen is a unthinkably funny stand-up. I saw him in a YouTube video about a decade ago on the set of New Girl. Trent O'Donnell, the director there, showed me this thing. The video is called Spits. It's arguably the worst short I've ever seen in my life, but in the best of ways. It's about a little boy who spits on his dog's head, and his dad gets mad at him for spitting on a dog's head, and he tries to convince his dad it's fine because dogs don't know what spits are. And it's the lesson it's the lesson that the father needs to learn that maybe his son's right after all. It is a work of true genius. And so when we were trying to cast PJ, we were seeing everybody in town, and Sean's writing, our writer, is so funny.
Yeah.
And PJ was such a home run in the script. And we just couldn't nail it. And I just started saying, I think I got the guy. And when I would first bring it up, the answer was a lot of, I don't think Aaron Chen is how we imagined this guy. And I'm like, I know. I think if this guy can, but we didn't know how good he would be in this. We didn't know him like that. This dude came in and slayed in a way where I was like, I don't think there was a line he says in the movie that doesn't bring me joy.
It's unbelievable.
He's so funny. He's so good. I was like, we are living in the Aaron Chen era, and I am happy to be in it.
By day 3, he would say like really normal stuff. He'd be like, good morning. And I would start dying. I would just start laughing. Like there's no
everything. There's a great scene with you, me, and him where it gets revealed that, what I've been saying about you in our backstory might not be totally accurate. And he's got this great turn where he goes, everything you're saying is not totally accurate. And there's a pause. And what you think he's going to say is one thing. And then he goes, Roddick's an even bigger dick than you said. And his delivery, like, Andy, when you see it, you're going to die. You're like, oh, it's perfect. That whole scene, you and him are so funny with the pimp stuff, too.
He's so good.
That whole scene, I mean, it's really funny, man.
He's so good. All right, so I guess I've basically taken up our entire fan Q&A just because
we still have a few.
I enjoy shits and giggles more than most. Couple of fan Qs if you're okay, Jake.
Yeah, Jake, so we had our friend Terry write us, before this movie, where did you stand on tennis versus pickleball debate, and where do you stand now?
I had no thoughts of pickleball before the movie. I've played a little tennis. I like the game of tennis. My real backstory into tennis was my buddy Steve Berg. You remember Steve Berg?
Yes, I absolutely remember, yes.
From the podcast, we're here to help.
He's so good.
Steve Berg is a believer that he's a great tennis player, and we played one game in Los Feliz, and I beat him by just being a junk player, hitting it up in the air, talking trash. And so my whole thing of tennis was just that I could beat Steve, and then pickleball meant nothing. I played them both a ton. And I will say I lean more tennis. I think pickleball's fun, but I think tennis is a more exciting game.
In other news, water's wet. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know. Sam wrote in asking how much of like tennis and pickleball you had to learn to play for real, and how much of it was camera tricks or stunt doubles.
Oh, he can play. I'll answer this for him, and then I'll get his take on it. But he can play. Like he plays well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, go ahead.
Thanks, man. I also had a stand-in who looked so much like me that I got weirded out seeing him. There would be times I would look at him and I'd be like, "We look bad at that angle." I'd be like, "We shouldn't stand like that, brother." Gilbert helped a ton. So I was playing with Brad Gilbert a lot, which was really helpful. And then everything, I just wanted the lessons in tennis. And then I was just going to kind of figure out pickleball after that. So I did some pickleball, but everything was about tennis to me because I had to do a couple serves and I'd never hit overhand before. So it was trying to catch. It's not going to be good, but I needed it to be good enough where it wasn't like, so I had about 3 months of pretty intense practice.
I love that the only people Brad coaches are Grand Slam champions Zendaya and Jake Johnson.
Yeah. What was the best piece of advice Brad gave you? What was the best piece of advice?
There was honestly, so Brad is such a great character. He's such a grinder in such a fun way. So the advice was so much about hitting, like everything that he taught me in terms of tennis. There's nothing funny there because it was so helpful. But just as a dude, everything he said, and we still text a lot. The one thing I will say that is the craziest thing that Brad Gilbert does, and I'll say this to Brad too, the amount of emojis.
Fucking emojis.
Really?
Yes.
Andy, but he'll go like, brother, like doing this, let's find each other. And I'll go, let's hit. All you need is a thumbs up.
No,
40 like tennis ladies dancing with a heart, with a prayer emoji, with some weird thing where I go like, I don't even know what that emoji is, BG. And then you write back and go like, that's a lot, my man. And then it's another 40.
No. I mean, the only thing I can say with certainty is that he also doesn't know what that emoji is. Mike, what's next?
Only a couple more left. Rosalia wrote us on Instagram, which New Girl character would win a Grand Slam first?
Well, it's not going to be Lamorne Morris because he's a snake and a thief. And anybody who cares about tennis would know that Lamorne Morris hates tennis athletes, doesn't respect them, thinks he's better than all of them, hates pickleball, hates people. So I'll probably say Zooey Deschanel.
Okay.
All right, Jake, last question for you. We do a little thing that Andy loves so much. It has theme music, and it's called...
You're not going to do this with these...
Yeah. Yep. It's called The Random Question of the Day. Sean, play the music.
This is so fun.
Time for the random question of the day.
What do they say? What do they say in Billy?
Nice,
What's that line in Billy Madison? Thank you. Because of that, we are all now dumber.
Well, that's a perfect segue too. Randy Addick wrote us in saying that he knows you're a Chicago guy and said, quote, I'm looking to book a place on Airbnb in Chicago for a long weekend in August. What neighborhood should I pick and what are the must-hit spots for a real local Chicago experience?
Here you go.
Go to Old Town. Go to the Old Town Ale House. Go to Second City. If it's over the summer, go to Wrigley. If you have a chance and the Bulls are playing, check out Caleb Wilson, the new kid we just drafted. The Bulls era is about to start. If it's near the end of summer, fall, watch what the Bears are doing. But you're going to want to be in the Old Town area right in the center, and there's a lot of great bars and restaurants, and you're going to have a lot of fun.
And Chicago's always got something going on, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Festivals and concerts and sporting events. Sounds like you have a place in Old Town. You should list it on Airbnb. Jake, you're the man. Everyone, please go watch The Dink, even though it's about pickleball. It's out tomorrow, July 24th on Apple TV. Buddy, can't wait to see you and get my arms right around you.
Let's do it soon, Andy.
All right, thanks, bud.
Bye, guys.